everybody loves nature, but if you don't love as much, or even if you do, we never get tired of looking at nature. So you will enjoy it, right? Show me one more time. Once is never enough. Right? So I want to show you some of the wonderful scenes from nature. They're so beautiful to look at. We can look at them for 5 minutes. Right? So beautiful. And we enjoy them all. Right? And then these are waterfalls. So if you get a chance to see other nature and then waterfall also, then do see the waterfall. Okay? Because there is movement and the sound. That's beautiful. And if the sun rays fall on the waterfall, then you see the beauty of the water. And so I really enjoy looking at waterfalls. I feel like singing, the water is falling, but my joy is rising. So it's so beautiful. I can't imagine 5 minutes of greater joy. If we had to live only 2 more hours, this is one of the things I would do for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I'm just speaking to myself and about myself, so some of you may relate to it and some of you may not, right? Where is this? This is in Sharonville, so I don't know how many of you live near Sharonville, okay, in Sharonville Park. And again, it's so beautiful, look at your screen. Who owns this park? Hamilton County, that means or Sharonville City, right? But the city managers don't show up there, right? They show up once in 3 months or maybe 6 months or a year. If you live near Sharonville, then you can show up every week, right? So they just own it. What does ownership mean? Ownership means nothing. Whether I own a car or lease it, when I lease it, I don't own it, but I have to pay monthly payment, which I also have to do when I own the car because I have to pay to the bank. Plus, I have to maintain it. If I lease it, I don't have to maintain it. If I own this park, I would have to maintain it. I don't own it, so I don't have to maintain it, but I can go and visit. And so not owning, ownership is overrated, whatever product we have, ownership is overrated. What matters is the use of it. And people who live within 5 miles of Sharonville have not visited it after visiting it once or twice. 80% of the people. I can't fathom that if I live within 1 or 2 miles of Sharonville, I have visited it like once in a while. Whereas I could go every week and look at the beauty. Once is never enough. You never get tired of looking at the nature. This is Cincinnati, downtown. The same Sharonville I put. Here is another building somewhere in Blue Ash. And look at how the building and its reflection in water is here. So this is a human tribute. Even the river, the bridge, it enhances the beauty, the reflection and all that. The human tribute to nature in the built environment. I'm glad that somebody who built that office chose also to bring elements of nature in it. Now this is an apartment building about a block from my house. It's the whole area. Okay, you see the lake and you see the bench and little fountain there. Over the last few years, I must have walked about 50 times. And there are about I'm just guessing, 300 apartments. Seldom have I seen anybody sitting at the bench or sitting by the lake. People who live in the apartment buildings in that complex. Yeah. Such is our love of nature, and I'll tell you why in a minute. This is my university, beautiful lake, absolutely beautiful. There are some benches. The parking lot is right here, steps, about 10 feet from the steps. Every day I see people come, park the car, go to the building. 5 o'clock, they come out of the building, get into the car, leave. Day in, day out. And if this were not there, I would feel, oh my God, it's a deprivation. To have that lake, it's heavenly. It's a blessing. I didn't have to pay for it. This is another building in blue ash. Fountain included. I've driven by about 100 times. Not once have I seen anybody roaming around it. Not even at lunch hour probably. I could be wrong, right? This is an eye opener into our habits, your habit and mine. Mine was like this all my life, except that God decided to smile on me and I got this wonderful insight. If we build it, will they come? Yeah, architects and all the building designers, and we pay extra by year. People who come there don't come. So what happens is that we love sightseeing the nature. We treat nature as if it's a place of sightseeing. And sightseeing, have we done? We have done sightseeing. We did it last month, last year. That's the problem. We are treating nature as a place of sightseeing. We have to learn to partake the pieces of nature. Okay? We make this one change, and suddenly your enjoyment of nature will increase tenfold. This is in Pioneer Park. So when I go around, I've seen a lot of people just walking by. For them, it's just to walk. On the left-hand side is the lake, and then you walk. I pay attention to the woods, and each piece of wood is different. So I look at this tree shape, and it's interesting the way it's curved. And it's interesting because I gave it to a carpenter to make it. He'll take about 3 months and about $10,000. But nature made it. That's what I enjoy. That's why I really spend 3 minutes looking at it from top to bottom at the curves of the tree. And that's just me. And then here is another set of trees. Here, another view. All the trees are black. One tree is tilted. I think he has a crush on the other tree. It's possible. I'm enjoying looking at them. They don't know I'm looking at them. I sneak up on them. They're still trying to kiss each other. Another view of tree, and now you can see the lake also in the middle. Look at the mishmash of the dark, thin branches pathway. Here is another reason why I enjoy. If this were a painting, I would say, wow, Van Gogh has paintings of woods. If this were a painting, if I don't admire it, then obviously I don't have an eye for the art. But as a piece of painting art, this is absolutely complicated and wonderful. Will take somebody probably a year. Just because it's out there in reality, we don't appreciate it. So that's the whole idea. We talked about seeing last time, those of you who were here. From seeing to looking, we make that transformation. Now we want to make one more transformation. From looking to gazing. From looking to gazing. Here is a new avenue of gazing. I have discovered a new avenue of gazing. I gaze at nature. We can now gaze. Start gazing at the trees, at the nature. Or at least that's what I do, and I really, really enjoy it. Okay, changing the topic.
Let's talk sky.
And different parts of the sky, how beautiful they are. Stand for a minute, admire the sky, take pictures. Why is it our home? Because what is our home? We use it. The fact that we own it doesn't matter, I told you already. Now we can use that. We can use the sky without owning it. right? Therefore, it's ours. It's everybody's, but it's also ours. So I want to talk about this building. It's opposite 400 Avenue, 400 Massachusetts Avenue, Washington, D.C. Or it used to be, no more. But it used to be. These apartments, they decided to demolish it to build a better high-rise. So the developer bought the left side and the right side, and in between is a pizza shop. The pizza shop is 12 feet by 30 feet and about 15 feet high. 12 feet by 30 feet, 360 square feet times 15. That's what this owner has, and he's not willing to sell it. If he sells it, do you know how much he owned? He owned 360 square, multiplied by 13 stories, not just one story.
That's what I was thinking too.
But why only 13 stories plus 1,000 feet? Because nobody can come, no plane can fly below 1,000 feet from the highest building, not just here, nearby. That's how much sky I own. In my house, I used to think that I own two-story house with the roof. No, now I have discovered, no, I own about 100 miles above my roof. I can do whatever. I own, heck, is it a bad word? Heck, I own 10,000 miles if the sky is 10,000. I own 100 yards by 100 yards by 10,000 miles. If I were to buy part of it, I'll need to shell out $1 billion. It's mine. I'm a billionaire already. All this nature around me. If you combine all this, the sky and all this nature around you in your city, we are multi-billionaires. All of us. So there is let's say we are worth 50 billion here. And there is a guy who actually has 1 billion of money, and he's like hubris, walking tall, like I'm a billionaire, all these poor people. He doesn't realize we have 50 billions, he has 51 billion. 1 billion more. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? You're a billionaire, yeah. So you have 51 billion, we have 50 billion. That's the gift of God. That's the gift of nature. And we don't realize it. It's ours, whether it's the Sharonwood Park or it's one of these buildings in the sky. When have we looked at the sky like this? When we were 5 years old. Once a week, spend 5 minutes. Go in the backyard. Front you do, people will think you're crazy. What are you doing? Or go in the park. Please spend 5 minutes like this, admiring the sky. And of course, you see it every once in a while. When you're in the car, look at the sky. Yeah.
I just want to say something about the sky, because I really appreciate the sky here in Cincinnati, because I lived in San Diego for a really long time. And, I mean, the weather's perfect, but the sky is always the same. They get very few clouds, and when I moved back here, I get like a sky show almost every night. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the sky.
Yeah.
I know exactly what
Even the cloud, look at the cloud. No cloud is similar to another cloud. No, and it's different every time you look at it. Right? So when you park in the car at the traffic light, just take a minute to look at the sky. So this is what it is, childhood. We used to enjoy. Now we become adults. So there is a child in us. Let's awaken and do like this. Rain. Let's talk rain. When I came to this country, if I remember right, I heard, oh, yucky weather. The day is cloudy. Yucky weather. There are 1 billion people in the world who will kill to get a drop of water from the sky. And we say yucky weather. Yucky weather. Ah. Ah. From the car, I enjoy looking at the rain. If it's very heavy, I pull over. But it's drip, drip, drip. Oh my God, it's heavenly. Musical sounds. Water dripping on my windshield. My windshield is so happy. Happy face. Let's learn to enjoy the rain. Let's be in the rain for 5 minutes. I don't want you to catch cold. If you like pina colada and getting wet in the rain, let's go back to, this is 1997, I believe. So, let's go back to 1997. Enjoy it. So next time here I invite you to spend some time in the rain. Look forward to it. Sit by the porch. You can, with the cool breeze, the water drops. Even when it's heavy raining, as long as you got a good porch, enjoy it. Who else loves just sitting on the porch and watching it rain? I do. I do. This is my porch. Black chair, black table, red mug. My favorite color, red mug. Yeah? And 2 of my cars got washed. I saved $40. I'm praying let it rain every week.
No red car? No red car? No red car?
What's that?
No red car?
No red car. Yeah, the lights are red in the back.
Oh.
Remember that?
Yellow.
So who doesn't want to go to paradise? And this is paradise. The only thing is that instead of sightseeing the nature, we have to change our mindset. Learn to partake the pieces of nature. So there is the grand nature, okay, including the sky, but Hawaii, rainforest, Cumberland. So that's the grand nature. Then we have the nature venues like Sharonville Park, like Pioneer Park, okay? And then we have nature here and there everywhere. We call it pieces of nature. It's a technical term, okay? Pieces of nature. We never thought of them. The reason we don't think of this as nature because they're pieces of nature. And so there are 3 ways of taking it. One is sightseeing. One is plan an event. So we do the sightseeing on the grand nature and sometimes also on the venues. We have gone to Sharonville, yeah, I've seen it, right? Or we do the event like there is a birthday party in Sharon, we'll do it in Czech, right? The third one is the being oblivious. And we are not only oblivious to the pieces of nature, but we are also oblivious to venues in our city. We're not oblivious to the grand nature. Grand nature, that's at a destination, not grand nature that's right here like the sky. But the grand nature that's at the destination, right? We look at it as sightseeing. But that's okay because we can go to Hawaii every month. But even the venue nature, by venue I mean Sharonwood Park, Smelly Park, even that we deal with it, we interact with it as if it's for sightseeing. So we enjoy it, we admire it, but only for sightseeing, okay? We have to make it regular visitation. Change the second one from event to regular vegetation. Okay, if we change that, then that will be useful. And then the pieces of nature, let's enjoy it as a partaking. Regular partaking. Regular meaning weekly? No, every minute. So when I walk out right there is this fountain at Sycamore High School, the body of water and fountain. I spent 5 minutes on it. I walk out. Yesterday I was walking and again there was one tree about 5 houses from me on Cornell. On another street I live on. And there were 3 trees on it and each one was a different one. And under one tree, like the tree is showering little leaves. Those leaves have fallen on the green grass and on the walkway. And I really, really enjoyed looking at those fallen leaves, which are in multi-colors. It's a medley of colors on those fallen leaves, on the green grass and side by side for comparison on the sidewalk. This is what I mean by partaking of the pieces of nature. Every 5 minutes you are outside. If you live in any one of the good cities, it's there 5 minutes you walk out. Your walk is a joy now onward. Look at the nature. Right? So nature, it's a wonder. It's a gift of God. I could not afford it. Nobody can afford it. Let's bring it into our life and enrich our lives. Learn to partake the pieces of nature. Thank you.